If someone treated you the way you treat yourself, would you trust them? Imagine you were in a relationship with someone you deeply trusted, someone who was supposed to have your back, and that person ignored your intuition, dismissed your needs, broke promises to you, criticized you, judged you, talked you out of what you really wanted, and regularly chose other people over you. Let me ask you something. How much would you trust this person? Would you trust them with your deepest truth? Would you trust them with your dreams, your desires, your plans for your life? Would you trust them to have your back? Let me ask you something else. How would you feel in this relationship? Would you feel safe? Would you feel supported? Would you feel confident sharing what matters most to you? Or would you start holding parts of yourself back? I think we both know the answer to that. Because when trust disappears in a relationship, that's when everything changes. And yet, this is often the exact relationship women have with themselves. Ignoring our own intuition, minimizing our needs, breaking promises that we made to ourselves, judging ourselves, criticizing ourselves, talking ourselves out of what we really want, and choosing everyone else over ourselves. And when this becomes the pattern, something very important happens. You lose self-trust. And when self-trust is broken, life feels confusing. You second guess yourself. You overthink your decisions. You doubt your desires. You hesitate. You look outside of yourself for answers and for permission. Because deep down, there's no self-trust to guide you to your truth. And your nervous system is cycling in a state of dysregulation, perpetuating thoughts of, I'm not sure I can trust myself. But here's the truth. Self-trust is not something you either have or don't have. Self-trust is something you build. The same way trust is built in any relationship, through small moments of honesty, through keeping promises, through listening, through choosing the relationship again and again. Every time you listen to your intuition, self-trust grows. Every time you honor a boundary, self-trust grows. Every time you choose what's true for you, self-trust grows. Because self-trust isn't loud. It's not a big, dramatic declaration, okay? It's quiet self-loyalty. It's keeping small promises to yourself, okay? Every time you choose yourself, every time you follow through, you rebuild credibility with yourself. And that matters more than most women realize, because the relationship you have with yourself becomes the foundation of everything else in your life. Your decisions, your boundaries, your relationships, your health, your work, even the opportunities you allow yourself to pursue. Okay? When you trust yourself, you move through life with clarity. So self-trust is not a self-love fluff, okay? It's the operating system of your life, because self-trust is the foundation of the relationship you have with yourself, and the relationship you have with yourself determines the quality of your life. And the beautiful thing is that self-trust is built in micro decisions, okay? Small moments where you show yourself, I have my own back. Every time you choose yourself, every time you follow through, you rebuild trust with yourself. And once you have that, you stop asking the world who you're allowed to be. And everything in your life starts to reorganize around that self-trust. So this week, choose one small promise to keep to yourself. Okay. One tiny act of self-respect that builds self-trust. So maybe it's going for that walk that you promised yourself. Maybe it's taking time to journal and really listen to yourself. Maybe it's saying no because that is your honest answer. Maybe it's going to bed earlier. Whatever it is, keep your promise to yourself and notice what shifts when you follow through. Self-trust is built quietly, but once it's there, it changes everything because the quality of your life is determined by the relationship you have with yourself. And the moment a woman stops abandoning herself, everything begins to change. This is the work we do inside the Magnificent Circle, not just understanding self-trust intellectually, but actually rebuilding it so you can trust your own voice, trust your own desires, and trust the woman you're becoming. Okay. Until next time, remember something magnificent is going to happen today. So keep an eye out for it.